Take two, guys. Hey, welcome back. Part two. I love our glitches. It just gives us, I guess, more character.
Reminds us that we're human.
It keeps us on our toes.
Right? Reminds us that we're still in this system.
Yes. And they always mess with us. So it's so much easier just to roll with the punches than to get upset. Oh my God, I used
Yes.
to get upset all the time.
Oh gosh, no.
And then I would just glitch my electronics out while I did that.
Dude, I'm the same way. Thank you. Yes, I'm a generator of energy too. And when I get upset, I
Yep,
really make things go haywire,
I
especially
do.
electronics.
I do.
That's
No,
so
I
funny.
don't
I love
know where
that.
we left off. I think we left off with expressions, but
Yes. Yes, I love the fact that you have like expressed the like everybody that comes into our life is like an expression. I used experiences, but I love
yeah,
expression, especially when you're dealing with other people's personalities, because we are all alike and we all
yeah,
have some of the same aspects that we run into other people. And like I was talking about, like some people that have some of the same expressions as us or some of the same aspects, sometimes that can trigger us. We see things in other people that that we really don't like in ourselves, so that can trigger us. It can cause also judgment. So
yeah,
it's really important when you're looking and having experiences or expressions like with other people or dealing with other people's expressions to understand that the reason why we get triggered and the reason why we um, maybe connect with people is because they are part of our soul tribe and they are part of, you know, supposed to walk with us and help us grow and move. Now, I also talk about how there are some people in our lives that are temporary and some are permanent. And some people try to keep the people that are temporary in our lives permanent and they're not supposed to. And then that causes chaos and,
yeah.
you know, other experiences to happen that aren't desirable because we are forcing things that aren't supposed to be within our wheelhouse or our toroidal system or energy system.
Yeah, and that is a hard thing to deal with, because a lot of times we are too afraid to speak our truth because we're afraid of what's going to happen, and or we're afraid of hurting somebody. Or and what's sad is a lot of us have been taught, trained, programmed, conditioned to put everyone else first, and we can't do that anymore. We
Right.
can't put everyone else first anymore. We're being called back to our own sovereignty, and because of that, we have to speak our truth, even if our voice shakes, like that meme says.
Yes.
Speak your truth
Yes.
even if your voice shakes, and
Yes.
sometimes it does. It's been
Yes.
it's been hard to tell people, even though you can see them growing, and it's just like, I'm not God, though. I'm not the one that is here to fix you. You've got to work on yourself. Oh, and earlier, like, I wanted to say, the truth is, everyone thinks we bring peace into this world. The truth is, from source, also universal law is, self mastery creates 5D, not the other way
Yes.
around. We have
Yes.
no control over the outside things at all. The only thing that we have control over is ourself. Okay, that's it. We don't have control over what the politics are doing or what the government is doing, what the elites are doing, what Hollywood's doing. We know what's going on. However, as we grow and self mastery, whatever comes our way, because everybody's on a different journey, that is how we bring in 5D. We bring in 5D
Yes.
through us,
Yes.
not, oh, it comes in externally and we grab a hold of it and hold on tight to it. No, that's not how this works. And a
Right.
lot of
We're bringing
people,
that in.
religion and other people are teaching it completely opposite. And it's so
Yes.
frustrating. Self mastery, people. Okay, this means whatever is going on in your life, focus on that. That's what you need to focus on. Don't worry about what Tom, Dick, or Harry's doing. You know,
Yep.
it's what you are doing. What are
It's
you
mastering
doing?
your own energy within your own field. It's not worrying about anything outside of you. And
Yeah.
I know it's hard. It's really hard. Like, we don't sit here and tell people this and think, "Oh, just snap your fingers and it happens." Like, this is stuff that you and I've lived. This is
Yeah.
something that you and I walk every day. Um and so that's the whole thing. And here's another thing too about this, like, matrix thing that people are talking about, like, "Oh, you got to escape the matrix, you got to escape the matrix." Here's the thing: we have so many matrices that our existent
Hmm.
exists in. They're so overlaid, you cannot escape everything. You have to
Hmm.
literally learn to manipulate the energy within the system that you're in, and not
Yep.
get attached or caught up in
Yep.
any system. No
Yep.
matrix. You are literally supposed to be free flowing and just let everything kind of flow and transpire. And it is
Yep.
hard because we are creatures that want to control everything. And the thing is, control is an illusion. We don't have any control at all,
Yeah. It's true. We
except our
only
own
have control
being.
over ourselves. Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. And once you master that, like, once you realize that you are the only one in control of it, and you can't control like other people's
Anything.
anything. Yeah, anything. Really, honestly, there's a sense of freedom behind that, because you've
Yeah.
literally given up responsibility of being responsible for someone else, and that's a huge burden. Like, it's enough
It
to just
is.
for ourselves.
It is. We have just like you can't make other people happy. And this is huge in relationships, people. You can't make other
Yes.
people happy. It's your job to make yourself happy and to be happy. It's not other people's job to change to make you happy. Okay.
Yep.
You are responsible for your own happiness, your own life. That person is responsible for their own happiness in their own life. And we are so, like you said, we're so entangled. That's quantum entanglement is what you explained, because our
Yes.
lives are entangled. That's quantum entanglement.
Yep.
There's
Yes.
It's really hard to separate yourself from that. So the only way to do that is to turn your focus in on yourself and
Yes.
focus on what you have the ability to change. What do you have the ability to do? What are you being called to do? Now, there's so much distraction and autopilot going on because people are
Yes.
not in control of their lives. They're not listening.
Right.
That's where that
Right.
life check comes in. Life check,
Yep.
you know,
Or they're
jails,
trying to
institutions,
control
or death.
or they're trying to control too much, and we've got
Hmm.
to understand that we only have a certain amount of control. Like, we
Yeah.
really do. I've learned a lot this year of just surrendering to what
Yeah.
I've already signed up for. Like, if you
Hmm.
really look at it, we already did all the legwork of setting up all of our contracts when we came here. We set
Yep.
up all the people that we were going to be in contact with, all of our soul tribe. And then I also call, okay, so we have a soul tribe, and that is a huge collective of people that we have shared. We can share different ties with people within that soul tribe, and this can be from different types of pods. And what I call them as pods is because we also have an intricate soul genome. And I call it a
Hmm.
soul genome is because, separate from the soul tribe, we have like a collective of soul tribe people that are helping, that are going to be with us, that help along the way. And we've shared a lot of different past lives with them. We've
Hmm.
learned lessons with them. They've helped us grow. But then we also have a smaller, intricate pod, which I call a soul genome. And these are people that are specifically in your family, like the ones that share the same DNA lineage as you do,
Hmm.
that share the same. Like, my soul origination is from Lyra, and
Yep.
is your soul origination from Lyra?
Yes.
Okay, see, and you know that. So, like, you and I are part of the same soul genome, because your
Yep.
soul origination is from Lyra and my
Yep.
soul origination is from Lyra. Now, we all have different incarnations, and we definitely have incarnated into different species. Like, I have Pleiadian,
Same.
and I have Andromeda. So, like, there's different things that we've all decided that we are going to incarnate. And this is something I really want to touch on because this is really
Yeah.
important. And this is
Yes.
something that gets misconstrued so much. So, our soul little genome are all the people that we have literally decided that are going to be a permanent, like, family tree, part of our family tree. But it's
Yep.
our soul family tree, not our physicality family tree, but our soul DNA family tree. And a lot of us are actually meeting those. So like you and I are part of the same soul genome, and we discovered that just by, isn't that crazy that we didn't really
Yeah.
talk that much before now, and now all of a sudden
No.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my people.
That's my family.
And
You
that's
can
how it
tell. You
works.
could tell. Yeah. You know who your family is just by the way their energy feels. Like you could tell. And it was
Yep.
awesome. Like how I found out I was Lyran. Like I just happened to be in a group with some awesome, awesome people who I'm still friends with. And her name was Monique. And she's from Germany. And she told just for free, just in passing, she helped me. She was like in this group, and she said, "Anyone want to know where you're from? You're galactic, where you're from galactically." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I want to know." And she told me,
Yeah.
Lyra. So I went, and she told me, and this is what everybody needs to do. Okay, don't just
Yes.
take people's word for it. Okay, so you go.
Yes.
I took it, and I did some research, and I found numerology channel on YouTube, and I could share it later. But they have all different types of attributes for the different races, and it was so amazing. I was like, yep, 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 yep. That's me. That's me.
Yes.
That's me. I'm just sitting there listening to it, like that's me. That's me. And so yeah, that's how you learn who you are. And then, but I'm also Pleiadian, like you said, because Lyra, our home planet, was
Was
destroyed.
destroyed.
So we have this longing for home because we don't have a home
We don't have one.
anymore.
Yep.
We've made home on other planets. So yes, we're everywhere in the universe because we've
Yes.
had to make homes everywhere else.
Yes.
And this is where I was like, I'm a hybrid, and they told me this. I haven't talked about it a lot. My guides, they told me I'm a hybrid. I'm a Blu-ray indigo. So I went and researched Blu-ray indigo.
I
Yes,
am
I
too.
fit both categories, 100%,
I am too.
100% me. Yeah,
That's so cool.
both. And it's a hard time. Both of them have a hard time individually. So
Yes.
respectively, I thought, who the fuck am I to think I'm bad enough to do both?
Right.
I was crazy.
We're Billy badasses when we make up
I
our
thought,
contracts.
oh, I got this, you guys. Watch this. No, I'm sorry. I might have fucked myself.
Right.
Oopsie.
Right. That's so
Oopsie.
funny because yes,
Oh my god.
yes. I think a
I,
lot of us, like a lot of us, when we really start seeing like where we're from and what we've taken on, and when you start remembering like past life stuff, you start going, oh my God, what
yeah,
the hell?
yeah. And the funny part, the best part is we've been black, we've been white, we've been
Yes.
Mexican, we've been Puerto Rican, we've been
Yes.
male, we've been female. It doesn't matter. Like
No.
we've been all those things. We've
Yes.
been
For
galactics.
experience. People do not okay,
Hmm.
there's another
Yeah,
thing I want to touch on too.
yeah.
Um so I am one of the very beginning of the lineages in Lyra.
Hmm.
Like I am an elder. My soul originated from there, and I am literally one of the very beginning of the lineage of Lyra. Like I remember the beginning of like how time began and how our earth plane started. Like I have visions from like the very beginning when I was
Hmm.
just energy and not a physical being.
Yeah,
Um
that's awesome.
and here's the thing. Lyrans are the ones who started human genetics. They were the one they are the watchers, they are the pure ones. They were the ones that God consciousness put in charge of creating human consciousness because we needed it. Our
Yeah,
species needed to be here. Humans carry a specific DNA that is the only species that can be identical to God consciousness. No other species can. The Lyrans knew this.
Yeah.
All of the species know this. Draconians know this. Anunnaki, all of them, they know this. They know that the human DNA in our species are the only one that is almost identical to God consciousness. That's why they want to steal our DNA so bad.
Well, they've been breaking it down, and
Yes.
with there's so many things coming out, articles coming out where
Yes.
the plastics, the permanent plastics that are in our bodies are there to interrupt our DNA being
Yes.
activated. All of it is.
Yes.
They know who we
Yes.
are. The other thing is they've known who we are. The dark knows who we are. The black hats, whatever you
Yes.
want to call it, they know who we
Yes.
are from they
Yes.
they copy and paste our timelines all the time. They
Yep.
mess with us all the time.
Yep.
Um, they do everything they can to prevent this, but they can't because it's just we're too far gone. They don't we're too far tilted to the light now.
Yeah.
So they know that already. So
We've
they're
had a
just
lot of advances.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And the consciousness of humanity is proof that we are, because just like in my personal life, there's people that are becoming more conscious that I honestly didn't think were going to ascend. I'm being honest. So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
so much shifting right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's so many beginners out there. So
Yes.
people also, y'all, we have been learning in waves too. We've been learning in
Yes.
waves. The people above before us helped us wake up so that we could help the next wave of people, and that's how we're doing this. That's
Yes.
the way of it. This is the way.
Yep.
This is the way. We're here to reach back and help the people that are in the next wave behind us. There's nobody below us, by the way. We're all on the same level now.
Yes.
We're on
Yes.
the same playing
Please.
field.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk in the spiritual community about, I talk about it like being at different levels in the game. We are all
Mm-hmm.
playing the exact same game. We are
Yeah.
all players in the exact game, the same
Yeah.
game. We just have different levels that we have to clear. There are like certain things in the levels that you have to acquire, gifts, skills, knowledge, wisdom, to reach to the next level and
Mm-hmm.
to reach each thing that you go to. But
Mm-hmm.
none of us are better than the other person. We've
Yeah.
just cleared that level.
Yeah.
So
It's like, so you call it a level, but if you look at it in frequency or music, it's an octave. And once you raise that
yes,
octave level, like you're
thank
just, it's
you.
the same
Yes,
thing, octave, because once you raise that octave level up one notch, just the way it is, the universal law doesn't allow us to fall back down. So we're all leveling up. But
yes,
yeah, just like even Dolores Cannon with the waves of volunteers, if anyone hasn't heard of that, go look that up too. It's like the
yes,
waves of volunteers. We are here to help the next wave. It's about helping the next wave. It's not about judging. It's not about anything that's outside of us. It's not
and
about
it's not a
judging.
competition.
It isn't a competition. Thank you.
No,
We are
it's not a
here.
competition.
Damn, there's, and us women, especially growing up, we were so programmed to pick other women and pick them apart instead of lifting them up and straightening their crowns and stuff, and we all needed that support, and they know that the feminine is very powerful, and when the feminines start to combine and get together, we're
Woo, look
very
out.
powerful, and
Look
that's
out.
what's happening too. Us feminines
Yes.
are starting.
Yeah.
They've been slitting our throats and hanging us and burning us for
Yep.
many decades and
Yep.
thousands and millions of years, hundreds of thousands of years here on this planet to keep us
Yes.
quiet. And now is the time. So please don't be afraid to speak up. In fact, right now, for anyone that's listening, if you're open, I'm going to clear your throat chakra. It's my intention to clear and activate, protect your throat chakra so that you can speak your truth and what's on your heart and what's in your gut, you know, um,
Yes.
because
And
that
it's
shit
all
needs to
about
get out of
empowering
you.
and it's all about
Hmm.
empowering each other.
Yeah,
It
it
is
is.
literally about empowering each other
Mm-hmm.
and not, it's really hard. It is really hard not to cast judgment on another person. But I
It is.
started realizing this year that a lot of the judgment that we hold on another person is because it's something deficient in ourselves that we
Yep.
see that we don't like.
Yep.
So I want everybody to keep that in mind. When you look at somebody and you're thinking, oh, God, I don't even like their energy. At some point, you have been
Mm-hmm.
their energy.
Yep.
At some point. That's why it bothers you so much.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. It's like you're being brought to your attention so that you can see it, so you can choose, do I want to continue to be like that or do I want to transmute it? And you can just choose right there to transmute it and let it go because there's literally no
yes.
reason to hold on to it. And
Yes.
yeah, triggers are there to help you grow, not for the other person to change. You
Right.
know.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Bingo. And a lot of people keep thinking that there's a lot of people that think that if the person triggers that there's something wrong with them. There's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with anybody that has experiences. They are
Nope.
experiences. They're
Yep.
not bad. I mean, okay, so
Yeah.
something is bad if you are literally hurting someone else intentionally. That's bad.
That's bad. Yeah.
But anything else is just an experience. But if you are
Yeah.
literally intentionally hurting someone else, that's bad, and you
Yeah.
got to fix that.
But you got to understand that you can hurt other people while having the purest of intentions. And that is the hard
Yes.
part. I have a hard time with this one. And this
Thank
is one
you.
of my soul lessons that I'm learning right now
Yes.
is that no matter what, even though I love these people, I have to fucking speak my truth. I cannot be
Yes.
quiet about it anymore. I
No.
have to live in my authenticity. That's why I'm here.
Yep.
I could be the catalyst for their change or their toxicity. You know, I can reciprocate healing, or I can reciprocate that same energy, which is awful and nasty.
Yes.
It's either way,
Yep.
either either way.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Yes.
Gosh,
I
I'm
love
getting
this.
so
We
many
are covering
numbers.
we are covering so much.
I know, I know.
This
My
is
I
so
starting.
exciting.
I know. I'm excited too.
We got to do more of this. Like really.
Yeah, we do. We're going to. I
Yeah.
feel like this part is coming to an end at 22:22, which is awesome. But I feel like because I don't know, is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
Um
I know my mind is starting to wrap it up. And usually that
yeah.
means I'm done.
Yeah. For this segment, yeah. Yeah, I think we covered a lot. I
We
think we
did.
covered a lot in this, and we can expand on this
Yeah.
and touch on more things.
Yes, please.
I'm
And
really excited. I think we need
anyone
to
that's
do
still
this regular.
listening. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
Real quick, anyone that's still listening, put your comment down what you want us to hear, what subject you would like to hear from us, and we'll touch on it because
Yes.
we have a lot of experiences to share. We have a lot of expressions to share.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and that's
We've
what we're
been going
supposed
through
to
it.
do.
Yep.
We really
So
are
we'll show you
supposed
guys
to
what
help
we've been
others.
doing. Yeah.
I love this. I really love
Excited.
this.
I love
This
it.
was such a great conversation. I love it. And I
It
love
is.
the fact that your first name is my middle name.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
I
And it
know.
is. It's my name's Joy Rene, birth certificate. So it's like, yeah.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah, I'm gonna
awesome.
start going by Joy Rene. I was like, it came to me. It came to me, and then it came to me again. And so yeah, I'm gonna start going by Joy Rene. And one of my teachers, because my first grade teacher, there was a Joey in the class, and I'm Joy, so it was really close. She always called me Joy Rene, so I'm gonna do it. We're
I
gonna do
love
Joy
that.
Rene. Yeah,
See, and that's why I changed mine. I changed mine to Aprille Joy, and I'm really thinking about just
mm,
dropping my last name completely because
yeah,
I don't associate with like my married name or my maiden name.
yeah. Well,
And
my
so
maiden
I'm
name I do because it's Scotland, and I've done a lot of transmutation for Scotland
that's
and
good.
Ireland
Oh, that's sweet.
combined. I've done so much for them. Um,
I
there's
love
so
that.
much. My colors. I have my plaid. Like I am the Campbells, the Campbell clan, and there's
That's so
it's
cool.
it's awesome. Yeah, so I do attach to my last name because of that, because I think it's amazing. I love my ancestry. We can go into that too because I have a book on my one part of my ancestry that leads back to the Mennonites. So I have a
Oh, we need to do
Mennonites.
that. Yes, we need to
Yeah,
do that. Yeah, we
Scotland,
need to do
Mennonites,
that.
Russia. Oh my God. And in Native Americans.
That's so
So I
cool.
just,
That is so
Jesus
cool.
Christ, you know?
That is so cool. I love
Yeah.
that. I really love that. That's really cool.
Yeah. I'm excited that we
I
we
guess
had
I
this
need to.
conversation too. I'm so happy.
I know. I guess I really need to kind of research my maiden name and see. Like, okay, so my this is crazy. So my dad's parents, my grandmother was from Holland and all of her family's from Holland, and then my grandfather was from Germany. But no one would tell any of our family that we had any German ancestors, like at all. Like everybody was like ashamed, and they started like
Mm.
saying that we weren't German. And then like my grandfather literally was telling people he wasn't, and he was like Dutch, and he wasn't even Dutch. And
Uh,
so
yeah.
weird. So I
Well,
didn't even know that I had
yeah.
German in my family until
Yeah, I have
like
German too.
10
I have
years
German too.
ago. And I was like, somebody could have told me.
DeForge. Yeah. My mother's maiden name is DeForge, which is
Oh,
literally a
wow.
forge, like where you know,
Yeah.
blacksmith on a forge. So where like DeForge is my mom's maiden name, which is German. So yeah, there's a lot. But the funny part is that we've been leapfrogging through time this entire time. All of us
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have.
I can't wait to
Yeah, we
touch on
have.
this stuff later.
I know, me too. We have so much to
Cool.
touch base on. I'm excited. Yeah, we
Cool.
need to
All
definitely do
right.
more of these.
All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, if you guys want to get in touch with us, I will put our stuff in the I don't know what I'm trying to say, the
Contact
description.
information.
Thank you. Blah, blah. Yeah.
That kind of thing. That's so funny.
I know. It's okay. My brain says, yep, sometimes, but that's okay. We're all also going through that too. A lot of people feel like they're losing their minds because they can't remember stuff. And it's because we're not relying on our minds very much anymore, you guys. So
Right.
y'all might want to tune in for the next time. We'll
Yes,
touch on
that is
that
very
soup
true.
too. Truth.
Yes, 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 yes. We gotta touch on that for sure. Yes. I'm so
Absolutely.
excited about all the topics we're gonna touch on. Ooh,
Yeah, I know. Woohoo. All right,
yay, yay.
guys.
All right,
We're
cool.
ending it. You guys take
All right.
care.
All right.
Talk to
Have a
you
great day.
soon. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.